I think that's a speculation that general election 2.0 has given rise to an incipient two-party system, the Western two-party system in Singapore. I very much doubt it. I think Singapore is unlikely to see a rotation of a ruling party like the United States, US, Anglo-Saxon models, and even across the causeway, Malaysia, rotation of ruling parties. I very much doubt it. What I'm going to say is a bit controversial. If you were to put a gun against my head and ask me to anticipate what is the likely party system in Singapore, it's not going to be a PAP, a monopoly of all the seats in parliament, after the Barisan Socialists walked out. I think it's more likely to see the emergence of a 1.5 party system, within the next decade or two. Okay, some of us may scratch your head. What is this guy talking about, 1.5 party system? I'll explain to you. I'm a Japan specialist. An example of a 1.5 party system was the Japanese party system between 1955 and 1993. Why 1.5 party? Why 1.5 party system in Japan? The perennial party in power was the conservative Liberal Democratic Party, the LDP. And then we have a permanent party in opposition, the Japan Socialist Party. For almost 4 decades, the Japan Socialist Party won on the average around half the seats, sometimes less, half of the seats of the ruling LDP. The opposition party will have a substantial presence in parliament, but roughly like half the seats of the LDP. But this 1.5 party system did not preclude the presence of a few smaller political parties in parliament, in the Japanese parliament, Japanese diet, like the Komeito, which is the Clean Government Party, a Buddhist party, and the Japan Communist Party. So these smaller parties, okay, because of time, I have to hasten. Japan Socialist Party, perennial party in power. So the thing is, Japan is a democracy then and now. Okay, so my question mark is, in the years ahead, next decade or two, will the Workers' Party be the other prominent party in parliament, but it will not displace the PAP? PAP's vote shares and seats will dip. Is it inconceivable that one scenario for Singapore to follow, maybe the Japanese analogy, when the PAP is like the LDP. LDP had been in power longer than the PAP since 1955, and then the Workers' Party would be like the former Japan Socialist Party with a substantial number of seats. I'll end by saying that if such a Japanese scenario would emerge, then it will be a Goldilocks outcome for a majority of voters. Why so? The PAP remaining the perennial party in power for political stability and predictability, while the Workers' Party will be a considerable opposition, providing checks and balances in parliament. And to quote James, no blank checks for the PAP to the PAP. And I end by saying that 1.5 party system does not preclude smaller parties like SDP from snatching a few seats in parliament within the next year or two.